Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. To those of you new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down there for me and then ring that notification bell so you get notified each time that we post new content. I'd really appreciate it. Now it's been a while since we posted a successful hunt video, and that has not been for lack of effort. I've been on multiple hunts this spring only to find out that these hogs went completely nocturnal on me on each weekend I was able to hunt. So what I'm going to walk y'all through in this video is the ultimate nighttime hunting setup for your feeder. I'd put my work in and my research, and where I landed was with Elusive Wildlife's The Outfitter Kill Light. So in this video, I'm going to take you through the purchase, installation, specific setup, and then we're going to knock down a big boar hog towards the end of this video. So I appreciate y'all staying with me, and I'm going to bring y'all this new content here. And I'm going to try to bring y'all content way more consistently. By the way, Elusive Wildlife in no way pays me to make this video. They're not sponsoring me. And I will post a link to each one of the items in this video in case you want to purchase it yourself. So let's go. All right, we have made it here. Let's go inside and see the fellas and stock up. Hey man, welcome in. How are you today? Hey fellas, Rain. I talked to Chad, gotcha. And I have a pretty good idea what I want to do. All right. I'm looking for the outfitter light, solar panel. He says I got to try some pig oil. Gotcha. Cool. And the remote for feeder.
Remote for the feeder? All right.
Yeah.
I got faith in you.
Green, red. For video purposes, do I want green or red?
For video purposes, I would say green.
Okay.
Green picks up a lot better at night if for human eyes and for video purposes.
Okay.
Red is a little bit harder to see, although it's harder for the pigs to detect as well. So
Okay.
for your purpose, I would say green.
And this is the solar panel that goes with it?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. All right, Chad said I'm gonna need some pig oil, and I should go with the remote if I want the ultimate setup.
Here's gonna be your pig oil.
Okay. Green one the best?
Yes, sir.
All right. And the remote. Okay, this is the one he suggested. Okay, get that. I believe that's it. We'll see y'all next time. Take care.
Take care. Good luck.
Thank you. I'll be sending y'all some pictures soon.
All right.
Well, after we left our friends over at Elusive Wildlife, we had a quick stop to make at Tractor Supply Company, where we picked up a handful of items. Now we're ready to head out into the field and get this light installed and go over the setup. The instructions with the outfitter light suggest that we mount the light at a height of 8 feet off the ground on a T-post and approximately 10 to 12 feet away from the feeder. So I went to the edge of the feeder, rolled the measure out, and we're going to stop at 11 feet right here. So let's drive a T-post in. Tractor Supply, they carried 10-foot T-post online, but it was going to take several days to ship to the store, and I wanted to go ahead and get this project underway. I didn't have time to wait for shipping, so what I did was modified an 8-foot T-post and a 6-foot T-post, and used 3 hose clamps to produce this. See the 8-footer I drove in the ground about 11 feet away, and I put the 6-footer on top of it. I don't know the total height yet. I'll measure it in a few minutes, but we're definitely going to be able to achieve the 8-foot desired height for the light. So there's these hose clamps. I picked them up at Tractor Supply also. All right, now we are ready to put the outfitter light up on the pole. I've already measured 8 feet up. The instructions are very easy. This comes with 3 brackets and 6 bolts. We'll put this first bracket on right here, 2 bolts. Second bracket right here. This one's going to pivot and allow to set your light at the proper angle, and this bracket's going to go around the T-post to secure it. Okay guys, this is a real simple setup. We just snugged up these 2 bolts that clamped it and locked it in place to the T-post. These 2 bolts are snug and secure. They're already tightened all the way down. Both of these are. These right here, we left just hand tight. The manual says to find 45 degrees, 45 degree angle to the ground, and that's what we've achieved. And once you find that, you insert these tiny little screws into these pre-drilled holes and lock it into place. Once you have those in, you snug up this one, and you are fully mounted. This is a summertime setup, and the way that we need the light pointing away from our blind here is with the light actually facing the southwest. So what we're going to do is we're going to add on the Boost solar panel, and it's very simple. It comes with the same brackets and hardware as you just saw when I installed the light. And we're going to put that actually on the opposite side of the T-post using part of the same bolts that holds up this light. So what that's going to allow us to do is run that off number 5, where you got your peak brightness and you got 25% output all night long. So let's get that installed. Okay, climbed up here. As y'all saw, I got this installed. I was able to put it on the back of the same bracket as the light. I just had to turn these screws and bolts opposite way. I had to make the threads come out this way to give myself room to work on the nuts for this. But this is going to be perfect. It is facing the correct way, south for optimal sun. And all I've got to do is take this plug and plug it in this little port right here. All right, we have completed the setup of the outfitter and the Boost solar power panel. Now we're going to reach over here and turn it on. Read on here, it has 5 different modes. We are going to run it in the best mode, number 5, the brightest all-nighter. This mode will stay at 25% all night long. When an animal comes out and it picks up motion, it will slowly increase to 100% output. And thanks to this solar power panel booster, we are going to be able to do that without worry of battery life. So the way to do that, push this little green button. It'll blink once for each mode, 2 times, 3 times. We're going to do that until we see it blink 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are successfully set in mode 5. Okay, what we have is the pig oil from Elusive Wildlife, and you can put this attractant on a big log that's laying in your area, a tree, or in my case, I made a rubbing post. So now I'm going to put the initial coating. I went ahead and used about a half a bottle. Again, this is the initial coating. And when I come back, I'll add a little bit more. We are set up, and we're going to watch that come to life on our trail cams, and hopefully come back, shoot some hogs in the next week or so. I have the timer set for regular feedings, and I have this fancy remote that I can hit at any time, and it'll automatically feed 5 seconds. Very easy. Took about 15 minutes. Here's the view from the blind at 100% output. This is what the light will go to once an animal comes out. I'm gonna hit the button and put it to 25% output. This is what it will stay at all night long in standby when you have it in mode number 5. Now I live about 4 hours from this property, but fortunately I have cellular trail camera on this feeder setup. So I was anxious to see as these batches of pictures came in over the next few days and weeks. And these hogs did not disappoint. It took them no time to acclimate to both the outfitter feeder light, and there was an incredible amount of interaction with the pig oil on the new rub pole that I installed. So here we are. It's been about 3.5 weeks, and I'm getting pumped up. I'm about to pack my bag, load up, and we're gonna head out to the hill country to see if we can bring y'all a successful hunt. Let's go. It is the second week of May here in the Texas hill country, and it's been about 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks since we put up the Elusive Wildlife, the outfitter light. And it's a good thing we did, because we're back up here to hunt some pigs, and they've become really difficult to pattern during the daylight. So it's about 7:45 p.m. and these hogs have been showing up sometime between 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock on the exact same feeder that we put the light up at. So that's where we're headed in. We've got a southeast wind, but it looks like it should be a favorable wind, and we're gonna head in. We got one big boar coming in, and then a whole big group of hogs and Schultz coming in. So we're gonna take what we can get. And all right, I'll see you on the blind. Okay, it doesn't look like we spooked anything coming in. I did see about a half dozen turkey toms out in this field, but I think we're gonna be okay. I don't expect the hogs to come from this direction. If they do, it's bad. This is downwind, so we're gonna stay off that trail. So it didn't take long at all after we initiated that first feed cycle using the remote that first group of hogs came in. Now, unfortunately, the Schultz in the group stayed in the front and just never provided a shot opportunity at the two sows that always stayed in the second layer behind them. So those hogs left. I initiated one more feed cycle with the remote, and then my primary target came in, this big boar. He gave me a good quartering shot, and you'll see what happens. Those big boar hogs, they get me pumped up. My heart is racing so fast. I feel like I did a great job on that hog. It was quartering away. You'll see the entrance wound was a little far back because of the way he was quartering. I feel good that I got liver or lungs on the exit side, but I want to make sure we give him plenty of time before we go track him. And we're going to sit in here, see if we can have another group of hogs come in while we wait for him to expire. the weather got bad out there, I took off and came back here to the camper, got out of the wet clothes. I'm going to continue to watch the radar, and if we get a little gap in it, I'll go out there and try to find this hog. But it doesn't look favorable right now. Look like the storms and thunder and lightning are going to stay on top of us for several hours. So we'll keep an eye on it. If it doesn't look favorable, we'll just have to go back in the morning and find this guy. All right, this is the next morning. We got covered up by heavy thunderstorms for most of the night and into the early morning hours. So there was no blood trail to come back to, nor did I want to walk around in the lightning, as y'all saw. So we are out here, and now we're gonna see if we can find this guy. It's been about 30 minutes. Fortunately, Lexi and I were able to locate this boar, and I'm just gonna show y'all a little bit of the trail that he went on and how we found him. All right, here's my arrow, what's left of it. Slick Trick Magnum 100. I'm not sure where the veins end of it is, may still be inside the hog. This is where he was standing, right here in front of the feeder. He took off down this path along this fence line. Now, of course, there's no blood. Any signs of hoof prints were pretty much non-existent after that storm we had last night. So we just went down and checked each one of these trails until I found the one he was laying on. And there he is. Easy to see in the daytime, not so much to see a black hog in the black dirt at nighttime. So, pleased with that. Y'all see he does have some gear on him. And there's the exit wound. Obviously you'll hear that noise, it's lungs. So, a successful hunt. I'm gonna get him loaded up, and I will see y'all in a few minutes. So I thought y'all may enjoy a video showing, basically a review of the Elusive Wildlife Outfitter Light. So you got to see it from purchase, installation, and successful hunt. These guys adapted really quickly to it. This has given me another avenue. Y'all seen it's been a little while since I brought you a video. It's not for lack of effort. It's for it's only due to these hogs going nocturnal on me. They may show up 1 or 2 mornings or one night during daylight hours, and then they're ghosted on me. But now I've got another avenue to bring y'all good quality content. So that was a great hunt last night. I wish I could have blood trailed this guy last night and found him. That storm system was supposed to come in 2 hours later on us, but it veered over on top of us 45 minutes after I shot this guy and completely washed out all the blood. I was limited on what I could do, and that stayed on top of us for 5 or 6 hours last night. I decided just to back out and go find this guy this morning. But I couldn't be any happier with the hunt, couldn't be any happier with the Elusive Wildlife Kill Light. And I want to thank y'all for joining me. If y'all enjoyed this content, make sure you hit that subscribe button down there. You'd really be helping me out. Ring that notification bell so you'll get notified each time I drop a new video. And drop me a like or a comment if you enjoyed this. And I appreciate y'all joining me, and we'll see y'all next time.